Welcome. This report begins with a demonstration of exceptional piloting skills in confined spaces. We see the apparatus maneuvering through several rooms of a building to detect and neutralize a concealed target. This shows that even walls are no longer a guarantee of safety. Next, the operational theater shifts to a dense wooded area. This segment illustrates the complexity of engaging individual targets in the green zone. The adversary attempts to use tree trunks and root systems as natural protection, hiding directly beneath them. However, the footage confirms that such static obstacles are ineffective against maneuverable FPV drones. Operators skillfully guide the aircraft around obstacles, striking targets from unexpected angles. The final part demonstrates that this pressure continues around the clock. We observe nighttime strikes in the same forest sector. Thermal imaging technology allows for the clear identification of personnel heat signatures against the cold background of vegetation. This deprives the adversary of the ability to hide, rest, or conduct rotations unnoticed even under the cover of darkness, ensuring the total and continuous incapacitation of the threat in the sector. This extended video material begins with a demonstration of the exceptional surgical precision of heavy bomber operators. We see a munition drop that lands exactly in the shelter's vulnerable spot, destroying the engineering overhead cover. But the tactic is not limited to a single strike. Immediately following this is the finishing off of the target by an FPV drone. This is a classic example of a combined attack. The bomber opens up the fortification, exposing it, and the guided drone flies inside, guaranteeing final incapacitation. Such synchronization requires ideal real-time coordination between different crews. Next, the operation moves into the night phase. We see the work of heavy bombers utilizing thermal imaging cameras. They methodically dismantle identified positions. It is worth noting that at night, even the sound of a heavy copter becomes a powerful pressure factor, forcing the enemy to freeze in anticipation of an inevitable strike. A characteristic feature of the subsequent footage is the constant, cyclical alternation of engagement means. We observe a tactical pendulum. Bomber operations alternate with FPV kamikaze strikes, and vice versa. This is a deliberate strategy to create an insoluble tactical dilemma and a firebag effect. Heavy bombers, thanks to their hovering capability, are ideally suited for striking static targets or dropping powerful charges into trenches. They provide vertical engagement, forcing the adversary to seek protection from threats above by burrowing deep into holes and losing control over the perimeter. In turn, FPV drones add dynamics. They are capable of flying under overhangs, into windows, or chasing down targets that, panicking after a bomb explosion, attempt to flee. A simple scheme is at work. If the adversary stays in place, the bomber works. If they attempt to move, the FPV intercepts them. Such density of fire impact leaves no blind spots. A shelter that protects against a drop becomes vulnerable to an FPV, and vice versa. This methodology prevents the adversary from adapting, ensuring total air dominance and the systematic clearing of the sector. This massive episode illustrates an attempted large-scale mechanized breakthrough. According to intelligence, up to 37 units of armored vehicles were involved in this operation, with tanks making up a significant part of the striking force. It is worth noting the adaptation of the adversary's tactics. First, echelonning. The column is divided into small tactical groups of 5 vehicles to reduce vulnerability. Second, a critical factor, the use of weather conditions. The assault began during strong winds and rain. The calculation was pragmatic. Complex meteorological conditions were supposed to ground FPV drones, leaving the equipment unmonitored from the air. However, this plan was shattered by fundamental engineering preparation. Pre-laid dense mining of advance routes played a decisive role. We see vehicles hitting mines, losing combat capability even before direct fire contact. Minefields stopped what the weather was supposed to protect. The second segment visually resembles a continuation, illustrating the finale of such failed maneuvers. We see 4 tanks that got stuck in swampy terrain and were abandoned by their crews. Now, FPV drones and bombers come into play. Their task is irreversible destruction. The abandoned equipment is methodically finished off to prevent evacuation. This demonstrates how navigation errors and difficult terrain become just as fatal as mines. This final, extended segment demonstrates the most specific and psychologically intense aspect of FPV technology application: operations at ultra-short, virtually personal distances. We are observing the terminal phase of the flight trajectory. The quality of the video link has reached a level where operators identify the target not just as a heat signature or a blurred silhouette on the horizon, but as a specific individual. In some moments, the distance is so short and the resolution so high that one can discern facial features and even eye color. This is a fundamental difference from artillery, which works impersonally over areas. Here, the strike is always personalized. This visual contact signifies that the distance between the weapon and the object has been reduced to 0. We see the critical moment of realization, that split second when the target notices the drone, looks directly into the camera lens, and understands the inevitability of the situation. This footage documents the new, transparent reality of war. There is no longer anonymity or safe distance here. No camouflage can save you when intelligence eyes are literally a meter away. Furthermore, such a recording serves as irrefutable proof of engaging a legitimate military target. From a tactical perspective, such extreme proximity requires maximum composure from the pilot. They must guide the munition in manual mode right up to the moment of physical contact, compensating for any attempts by the target to dodge at the last instant. This is a demonstration of absolute situational awareness, where technological superiority transforms into total dominance on the battlefield. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.